Yeah, that's quite incredible. It reminded me a bit of when Shane Van Gisbergen won at the Chicago street course, for that one ride pretty much. And it reminded me a bit of you when I saw clips of it on YouTube, how close you came to that Watkins Glen win.
Yeah. Well, the nice part about the sort of my continued NASCAR racing was in uh, 2001, 2001 when Dale Earnhardt and Junior and Senior joined our Corvette team for the Rolex 24 at Daytona. Um, we I had struck up a friendship with them both, obviously, and as we all did, the entire Corvette racing team. And Dale Senior was keen to have me drive one of his Cup cars, and I was like, talk to my wife, and he did. But anyway, it tragically he was, we had a we won the Rolex 24 at Daytona overall that year with the number two Corvette, and uh, Dale Senior and Junior and Andy Pilgrim and Kelly Collins were fourth overall and second in our class. So it was a huge success for the Corvette racing program, and I think a real eye opener for both Dale Jr. and Senior as to road racing, sports car racing in particular. And tragically, Dale Sr. was killed a few weeks later, but I got a call. I got a call a couple of years later from Ty Norris, who was running in Formula One terms. He was the team principal of DEI, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, and Steve Park had gotten hurt, and they wanted me to drive the Pennzoil car with DEI for the two road courses, and it was Sonoma and Watkins Glen. And Ty was, Dale Senior always wanted you to drive one of his cars, and we'd like to have you. And it was a very emotional conversation initially, but obviously it jumped at it. And yeah, no, it was Sonoma 2003. Another one of those coulda, woulda, shoulda. Um, but yeah, we ended up. I think we qualified third. Uh, Led some important laps, and we're in uh, we're in really good position. And a an untimely caution put us at the back with, I don't know, 20 laps to go, 20 some. Anyway, there was not a whole lot left, and we were trying to extend our pit stop, um, our last pit stop, to have fresh tires. And anyway, we the majority of the field had pitted under green, and we had to pit under caution. And I think we dropped to 31st or 32nd. And however, I think we ended up seventh. Uh, but it was a really good car, great effort working with Tony Gibson was the crew chief, and Steve Meal was a spotter. Yeah, we were all pretty pretty devastated. That was one that got away. But yeah, it was. I continued to run with DEI. Generally, just it was. I think I had some conflicts with Sonoma after that because of Le Mans, but ran at Watkins Glen a few times again. Another second place finish with DEI behind, yes, Tony Stewart. Um, and then got a great opportunity in '07 to run with Hall of Fame Racing, which was awesome. That was Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman's team. They were a satellite team with Joe Gibbs when Joe Gibbs Racing was a Chevy team, and I did the two road courses. I think we were 10th or 11th at Sonoma, and ran fourth at the Glen. And it was a really good team. Enjoyed working with that group. Um, the the issue going forward was that beginning in 2008, Joe Gibbs and Hall of Fame Racing switched to Toyota. I'm a Chevy guy, painfully
Mhm.
obvious. Still, so that was too bad because that was a great, really great team, and they were down, just down the street from Joe Gibbs Racing, and really enjoyed the crew and the engineers on that team. Yeah, another, yeah, again, just a great opportunity, and then followed up with a couple more runs with DEI, and then an opportunity came up with Dale Jr.'s team junior at JR Motorsports, and yeah, we won the Montreal nationwide race in '08 in the number 5 car, with GoDaddy sponsorship, which was awesome because it was, as a Canadian, uh, winning in your home country, particularly at a track that's named after one of my idols, a lot of us, Gilles Villeneuve, a great Canadian driver who was in Formula One with Ferrari, was killed in May of 1982. But the track was named after him, and yeah, to get a win there, and certainly in less than ideal conditions, it rained. A win is a win is a win, and certainly getting that opportunity, with Dale Jr. and his team, and getting a win on home soil was awesome. And then yeah, I think we continued through 2012 or 13, and a Road America came on the schedule, which was great. I did, I think, one of the Xfinity races at Mexico City in '06, I think, or '05 or '06. Um,
I think you did all three except for the last one in 2008, I believe. Yeah.
could have been. Yeah, I'm not sure why I don't recall, but
First one was
um,
with Neemco, I believe, in 2005, and then Kevin Harvick Incorporated, I think,
yeah,
afterwards.
what was that, '06 and '07? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So yeah, we had, yeah, I really enjoyed, Kevin Harvick is a terrific guy, and he had a really good team as well, and got to run, the Glen. Yeah, the first Montreal race, with KHI in Mexico. Yeah, no, the I think '07 at Mexico City was, me running in the back of somebody that ended our day, unfortunately. But yeah, no, Kevin Kevin was an absolute gentleman, and there was enjoyed working with he and his team at the time, and his wife Delana was listed as a team owner, and it was quite an eventful Montreal race, I think, in '07. I think you probably go on YouTube and find it. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was
No,
eventful.
I thoroughly enjoyed the racing NASCAR in all three levels. Got to work with some great people. Cal Wells at PPI and the Tide sponsorship ran that in '05 and '06. We had I think a 7th or an 8th place finish at Sonoma was our best. Um, and yeah, no, it was, um, um, had nothing but great memories. However, I will regret not winning a cup race. Got at least one in the other two divisions, but not a not on the Cup side. Close multiple times.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's always disappointing as a racer when you don't finish first. But
Well, yeah, yeah. No, the difference then for me is I was a full-time sports car racer with the Corvette race team and did not drive much NASCAR. And for me, but particularly Watkins Glen because of the history there, um, the history of Watkins Glen and the success I'd had there in the other two divisions. That was, I talked about for me that was my Daytona 500, and it was once a year. So yeah, you certainly put a lot of pressure and really wanted to win one, particularly there, but came close. But again, enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's always about the people. And I had the opportunity to work with some really great people uh, from Nemco through DEI days and Hall of Fame racing, PPI Calwell's. Yeah, just awesome opportunities.